Friends, colleagues and listeners, here we are again, and we're back with another short session from Raoul Paul, who's the founder and MD of Carga Hub. So on the previous session, we just had a general update and insight into how the products are going, and especially on how the collaborative decision making is enhancing everybody's end product and end service. So well done, you. What I'd like to do now, Raoul, is if you can just take us along why you focused on the RFS module and where we are with it, please.
Thank you. Good morning, Chris. Yeah, the RFS module, the RFS Trucking CDM control tower was a very interesting one for us as well, because it took us a long time to construct the platform, to basically figure out what to do to make a CDM concept work. But also all the people who were involved to basically help us to in this journey to get there. It's just to give you a really short update. I think we started in 2012 when the Schiphol Smart Cargo Mainport ambassador Bart Pauwels reached out for industry initiatives. So basically we started thinking about, okay, what could we do? And from my role as being involved with a ground handler, I knew about the waiting times, the complaints and the chargeback and the congestion issue. So it was a very known topic for us. And then the question was, how are you able to resolve this on an industry level? And because if you're trying to exchange data with just one trucking company and one ground handler and you're able to get the job done, then it's just one trucking company and one ground handler. But that trucking company is loading and unloading at all the ground handlers, probably at a certain airport. And I'm not talking about all the other airports in Europe.
Yep.
So we needed to start thinking about how to put it on a higher level and to make sure that from a collaborative decision-making process, everyone would be able to simply and efficiently connect and benefit from a certain concept. So we started working basically with Jan de Rijk as a first, I would say, think-aligned partner. It was Stefan Peters who was willing to support the project. We started, figuring out what to do. And basically from there, we got the great opportunity to work with Wallenborn as well, together with, unfortunately, Airbus Cargo. They ceased away and we all know why. And Menzies Aviation. And from there, I'm going to give you the short story. We got the great opportunity to get a subsidized project from the Dutch government. And we work with, in Holland, Applied Science, the university. And we were able to work together, collaborate with more than 26 stakeholders at the airport, all thinking about how to basically exchange data and to make the collaborative decision making project work by basically working as one and thinking about the benefits, not just for yourself, but also for the other one. And that's basically where we started. It took us quite a long time to figure out how to move forward. So we didn't have a functional design or a technical design. We started building from an IT perspective. And from there, based on all the feedback as we went with all the best practices every day, we adjusted and adapted. And now we have the RFS Trucking CDM product ready for launch. It was announced in the air cargo handling logistics event in Istanbul recently, and we're going into stepping into the market and reaching out to stakeholders to start a proof of concept.
Yeah, no, I think it's great. It's great, Raoul, and what I've seen of it, it really fills the gap that was necessary, and it's it's bringing a lot more focus now onto the trucking side of the business, which is long overdue. So I think, fair play to you. Absolutely fantastic. Now, as far as any metrics are concerned, some of the POCs and some of the rollouts that you've done, do you have any metrics, any successes?
Oh, well, we have definitely made successes, but it was based on a certain stage within the build of the platform, I would say. So we focused first on the main identified issues, because we did more than 2 years of research with a lot of stakeholders and with a lot of support of professionals. And we found out that basically it was all about a lack of visibility, transparency, and a lack of planability. So the first question on a CDM scale, how are you able to provide more visibility and transparency on truck movements for the ground handler? Because that was obviously an issue when it came to dealing with capacity. But the other way around as well, how are you able to provide more transparency for the trucking company that they do not arrive within 10, 12 hours after the arrival of the flight and then being informed that the cargo is not available for loading? So a lot of trucks coming over to the front yard, not being ready for loading, and then the waiting hours will start. But not only that, also the congestion issue. Where are all those trucks going to be parked? And I believe that we have seen in Europe, not just in Amsterdam, but in Europe overall, many pictures and movies about trucks around airports with a lot of congestion. And it's a common problem. And that's what we basically try to resolve first. So by using the data from the ground handling, and I'm referring to information such as the arrival times of the flights, the receive on flight messages, combining them with the information from the trucking company, we were able to provide that transparency for trucking companies. So now, for example, Wallenborn in the Netherlands is only picking up the cargo, or they start moving, they start sending over their trucks if they have clearly received a ready for pickup, which means cargo is available for loading, and we have prepared all the documents to make sure that you're able to load the cargo as quickly as possible when you come over to our premises. So that's what we did. That's what we did first, and from there, that's already, I would say, quite a success, because they are working with it, and it has already been confirmed that close to 100% more planning accuracy was able to achieve by just receiving this information.
And can I ask you something, Raoul? Obviously, everybody's talking about AI and stuff now. So if that's applied as well, and over a period of time, then they can AI can actually assist with the forecasting and planning as well.
Definitely, yeah, definitely. That's something on our roadmap. We already have put it on our roadmap to put artificial intelligence in the system. But first, obviously, we need to have the data. We need to define the business logic, basically how we would like to approach the concept of optimizing the business flows for the business partners involved. And from there, indeed, AI will support that. So because having the tools to operate a process based on the tools and the knowledge you have to understand how to operate an application, that's one.
Yeah.
But if indeed the artificial intelligence can help you with that, then it will provide a forecast. It will help you to indicate what is the best loading or unloading time within a certain preference given by either the trucking company or the forwarder. But now with the tools we have added to the platform, not only the visibility part, but also the truck coordination, the scheduling, the truck ordering, and optimizing the planning of the trucks, which we are offering for a trucking company or a ground handling company or a GSA or an airline, using the application to manage truck planning. Yeah, that will definitely give us. It will boost to a completely new level, because it will help us to further optimize the use of the application, but also to automate. So the human factor. I'm not saying it's going to be eliminated, obviously, but it will make work much more easier. And hopefully more fun as well to execute.
And that's the point. It'll complement it. And it'll make it more interesting for people coming into the business, so they won't see such an antiquated and problematic platform. So I think that's great. I've also had a wonderful idea. I think it's wonderful, Raoul. So I'm going to give it to you after we finish this show, because I think it's that good. Listen, it's great. I know my brother Mickey's going to be pleased. I'm going to give him a shout and get him to get in touch with you. And touch wood. Further success. Well done, you. And well done for everybody that's been involved in this, because it's long overdue. So thanks very much indeed, Raoul.
Really Thank you so much, Chris. Thank you so much.